Did you know mince pies were once shaped like mangers, complete with a pastry baby Jesus on the lid? One of the favourite sweet treats at Christmas is the mince pie. This crumbly pastry is filled with fruit, often soaked in brandy, and flavoured with citrus and mild spice. However, the mince pie was originally a savoury pie, and not even round. In the Tudor period, they were rectangular, shaped like a manger, and often had a pastry baby Jesus on the lid. They were made from 13 ingredients to represent Jesus and his disciples, and were all symbolic to the Christmas story. As well as dried fruit such as raisins, prunes and figs, they included lamb or mutton to represent the shepherds, and spices, cinnamon, cloves and nutmeg, for the wise men. It was only later, post-Reformation, that the mince pie adopted its round shape. Whilst it seems pretty unpalatable to us to mix meat with sweeter ingredients such as fig, raisins and honey, it was quite usual in the Middle Ages. A Tudor Christmas feast would include several different types of pie. The pastry crust of a pie was called a coffin, and was often made from just a mixture of flour and water, and used mainly for decoration. Small pies were known as chewits and had pinched tops, giving them the look of a small cabbage. The earliest reference of a small mince pie as a minced pie rather than a chewit occurs in a recipe from 1624. It's hard to know exactly when meat stopped being included in the mince pie. In the medieval and Tudor periods, the meat of choice for a mince pie was either lamb or veal. By the 18th century, it was more likely to be tongue or even tripe, and in the 19th century, it was minced beef. It was not until the late Victorian period and early 20th century that mince pies dropped the meat and had all fruit filling, albeit with suet. Even today, there are some traditions associated with mince pies. When making the mincemeat for the pies, for good luck, it should be stirred in a clockwise direction. You should also always make a wish when eating the first mince pie of the season. And you should never cut one with a knife. Who would have thought that mince pies had such a fascinating history? What's your favourite festive tradition? Or do you have a unique mince pie story? Comment below and let's unwrap some festive conversations together.